There was a man who loved a rat, and other vile little poems. Written by Gerda Rovech. Illustrated by Lisa Rovech. Copyright 2008. There was a man in Abilene who loved a little lima bean. He kept it in a velvet bag, and only took it out to brag. There was a man in Timbuktu who found a lizard in his shoe. He chewed it once, he chewed it twice, the second time was not so nice. As I was walking on the heath, I met a man with many teeth. He showed them to me one by one. I thought that was a lot of fun. There was a man who loved sardines. He always kept some in his jeans, and when some slipped down on the floor, that man would just stuff in some more. A man who dined in Guadeloupe found a live chicken in his soup. "So sorry, sir," the waiter said, "I could not find one that was dead." There was a man who loved a prune. He cherished it and named it June, until one fateful autumn night his girlfriend ate it in one bite. There was a man who loved a starling. He called it sweetheart, babe, and darling. It made his wife so sick at heart, she shot that starling with a dart. There was a man who lived in Sydney, who found a large abandoned kidney, and at a loss of what to do, he slowly stuffed it in his shoe. There was a man who loved a rat. He fed it ham till it got fat. He kept it in his bed at night, and rather hoped it wouldn't bite. My uncle found a fine fat worm. He squeezed it hard and made it squirm. And though my uncle meant no harm, that worm eyed him with great alarm. There was a cunning little mobster who kept a large and lively lobster. He aimed the beast at people's ears, and some remembered it for years. There was a man who loved a chicken, and fearful that the bird might sicken, he kept it in a plastic cube and fed the chicken through a tube. There was a man who came to harm because 3 hamsters bit his arm, but he was glad to some degree because they did not bite his knee. There was a man who loved to bake. Sometimes his bread contained a snake. Sometimes the snake was not quite dead. Most people did not like his bread. The End. Read by Jesse Hughes, 2016.